Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Top Chef Las Vegas. The last time we were with the Top Chefers, Eve had to pack up her knives and go. So this week's Quickfire. Mark Peel is the guest chef, and there's like 10,000 potatoes behind him. I love potatoes, and and I noticed that they had some fingerlings there, and like that's my new favorite potato, although I haven't cooked it in a while because I've been eating a lot of raw foods. So yeah, I love potatoes. So the challenge is to create an out-of-this-world dish featuring potatoes. So there was a little problem. A little cluster was about to happen because there was apparently a confusion on whose pot of water was whose, and Preeti ended up blanching her asparagus in Ashley's gnocchi water, and that was a real problem because they only had 45 minutes and it was really cutting it close to get another pot of water boiling to cook the gnocchi. So the bottom, let's see, Eli, he made kind of a yams and marshmallows takeoff, but it was just too sweet, and the kiss of death, Padma got a pistachio shell in hers. Ron, he made some kind of weird fish encrusted in sweet potato that kind of reminded me of, I think it was 2 seasons ago when they had that fish wrapped in the white potato at that French restaurant. I think it was Le Cirque. His fish was overcooked. Jessie, she made a sweet potato soup that looked good and probably would have tasted a lot better if she hadn't gone so heavy on the cayenne. So the top, Jennifer, mussels with potato sauce. That looked amazing. Ash, he made a sweet potato ice cream. I'm going to pass on that, even though the nuts made it look pretty interesting on the top. And Ashley, she made a gnocchi with mushrooms. Hello, I'm Croatian. You had me at hello. So Jennifer wins immunity because they picked her dish as the winner, the mussels with the potato sauce. Nice. I think she deserves it. She's going to be one of the standouts along with the guy with the red hair, Kevin. That's what I think anyway, at this early stage of the game. So the Elimination Challenge this week was announced by Colonel Dave Belote, and he just happens to be the commander, the Air Force commander of Nellis Air Force Base. And the chefs are going to be cooking for 300 airmen who are either just back from Iraq or about to be deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan. So all of the chefs are going to be working on one team this week, and guess what? It's a top secret mission because they don't know what's at the venue and they don't know the ingredients that they're going to be cooking with either. So yeah, guess I got to get a little security clearance before they can find out. So meanwhile, back at the house, they decide that they're going to break up into teams of 2. And since Jennifer has immunity and there's also an odd number of chefs, she's going to be the executive chef / babysitter for everybody. So she agreed to that, which I think was a pretty good idea because, you got to have somebody in charge. Otherwise, it's just going to be a total cluster. So when they got to the venue at Nellis Air Force Base, they found out that it was a military kitchen they're going to be cooking in. And there's mostly canned foods that they have to deal with, or dried foods. There's no pots, there's no burners, there's like these holes with fire, and you got to put these giant woks and like vats over them to cook. The good news is they have 4 hours, but I guess that included what they were going to decide to make too, so not so good. The serving area is a hangar, and it was had some fighter jets in there, which brings me back to my very first high-paying job, or higher-paying job. When I was starting out, I worked on Long Island for a government contractor, and I did the computer test systems for F-18s and F-14 fighter jets. So yeah, brought back some memories for me. The judges this week, Padma, of course, Tom Colicchio, Gail Simmons, Mark Peel, and the Air Force Commander Belote. So just a little note on one of the menu items. I think it was Ron and Jesse. They decided to make a chowder. A little bit of a risky decision to make the chowder on such a hot day. And the same thing with the chicken chili, although everybody seemed to love the chicken chili and the chowder, so maybe it wasn't so risky. But everybody was pretty much thrilled with all of the foods. There was some great food put out for this episode. I think just about everything looked really good. So the top this week: Eli, Kevin, Mike and Michael, please come in. So Eli and Kevin, they ended up making 2 dishes. They had the Georgia-style braised pork with the potato salad. The potato salad was looking like to die for, and my dad makes a real kick-ass potato salad, and he also makes a German potato salad, but his regular potato salad definitely, this one reminded me of my dad's potato salad. And Mike, they had the slab bacon, which they didn't slice and fry, they braised it with a barbecue sauce on it. And they also had a Greek shrimp salad. So the shrimp salad though wasn't so good. So in the end, Michael V won, you know, the brother, because that slab bacon was to die for. So the bottom this week, there's only 3 in the bottom, and that's going to be, may I please have Preeti, Laureen, and Mike, you'll be coming back for the bottom. And he was pissed. He was like, WTF am I coming back for? Weren't we on teams here? So apparently they didn't like his Greek shrimp salad so much. And Preeti and Laureen had a cold pasta salad that it really wasn't up to snuff. I mean, you know, I could throw together a pasta salad too. There's not much happening there, and theirs wasn't very inspired either. And when they were questioned by Padma and Tom and Gail, they weren't very forthcoming on whose idea it was to make it and who did what. And girls, don't you realize this is a competition? You know, you're in it to win it, not to just skate by. So Mike, of course, was angry, and he was wondering why he was there, and they told him flat out, look, it was under-seasoned, the shrimp was undercooked, and you shouldn't have served it because it was really an extra. But he stood by it, he thought it was good. That's what, you know, I think he should have been like, yeah, you're right. And they would have been like, okay, Mike. So yeah, the pasta salad, it just wasn't good. But the saving grace for Laureen was that she was like, yeah, I realized we probably shouldn't have done it. But Preeti stood by it. She was like, it was a good dish and I liked it. So guess what? Preeti, please pack your knives and go. So she's gone. So next time, I think it's going to be a double elimination because the loser of the Quickfire is going home. So till next time, much love.